Okay, so recap of last week, like I said, prospecting list of 200, that's 50 name lists. Invite at least 25 each for 8 days. That's what I said. The goal is to have 15 attend daily, either online or offline. We have sign-ups every single day. Every single day in this business, we have people that are joining the team, joining the business. So the question is, are you inviting? How many eyeballs are seeing your business? Do we understand how many people are actually seeing the presentation with your code? That's very important. How many people are attending the presentation with your code every day? Okay. Another one is call prospects immediately after each meeting to do your follow-up. It's very important. Some people may not join immediately after the meeting, but they will join later. And then also something I want to add, leaders, as you're presenting and you're doing your close down, always make sure you emphasize. Don't give up too easily. So something happened on Sunday, yesterday, after the presentation, after the close down I did. I said, okay, how many people want to get the mastermind slot? Blah, blah, and just 3 or 4 people raised their hand and all. I said, it's not possible. After the 3 stood up, I said, it's not possible. I stayed there. Now, what we usually do is, okay, these 3 people, no. I said, I must get the number I want to get. So I stood there and I started talking. I said, some of you want to stand up, but you're looking at your neighbor and your neighbor is not standing up, so you want it to affect you. Are you aware that you guys did not come here together? Your neighbor may be connected to Buhari or Rochas or one of the politicians, and you are sitting down here. You know, I really kept on speaking. I said, when I came for the meeting, which actually happened the day I came, a friend of mine that came with was not interested. She was like, I beg, all these things they are not real. But she wanted to go. But me, I said, I'm going to stay. So I kept on talking. I kept on selling the idea. I said, no, we have more. Some of you that want to stand up and do the business. Take the mastermind mentorship, join the team, start your financial freedom journey today. I was just speaking and speaking and speaking. And guess what? I had, before you know, one person stood up, another person, a third person. I think we had 5 extra after those initial that even came. And the hall was not even so full. Do we understand that? So you need to what? Emphasize. Don't give up. Don't stop. Some people, you make the first call, they join. Some of them will join after the second call. Some of them will join after the third call. So what I do is that I do my presentation in the sense that I have different, after I do the first call, I have some slides I talk about. I do another call. I play Pastor Israel's video. I do first call for full payment. Some people come, I do another call for full payment again. Then I now do I do Pastor Israel's video, you know, or show my mom's car, my dad's car, or something like that. Then I now do for part payment. Then after part payment, I now pay Pastor Israel's video. There's a sequence to it. This for everybody here who is a presenter. There's a sequence to it. Do you understand? Your goal is to try your best to ensure you get the highest number of signups that you can get. If you're a presenter and you understand, go to comments and say, I will try my best. If you're a presenter, you understand. And if you're not a presenter, when we're done, tell your leader, please, I want to start presenting. Okay. See, I'm going to do my best to make sure I kept on. There's no shame. There's no pride. There's no, oh, no. I will convince you. There's no, but I don't want to come. I want to convince. I will convince you. I will convince you. Those who did not pay eventually are those who did not have any money, or 1 or 2 that were very extremely skeptical, just 1 or 2 of them. And their leaders took them aside and started talking to them. But everybody who was supposed to pay for that meeting, they paid. Do we understand that? So we need to emphasize, and don't be lazy when you do close down. You talk again. You talk again. That's why I tell you, when you are presenting, I don't believe in wasting time in dream building. Everybody already knows how the country is. Everybody knows the situation of the country already. Everybody knows what they are passing through. Everybody knows they need leverage. I rush that part. Compensation plan, you can never see me do comp plan up to 10 minutes. It's not possible. Where I'm talking about how much they'll pay and the matching bonus, up to 10 is not possible. Maximum 10 minutes. Then I enter stories, mindset stories, because stories are what people believe. And then it close down. That's where I'll take my time. Because if you waste time in dream building, you spend 1 hour talking about how economy has changed, talking about the situation of the country, talking about, and then comp plan, you now waste time. Then when the meat of the matter, you now be doing testimony and you're rushing. You don't rush when you do testimony. When you're doing testimony, you don't rush. You take your time. And when you're talking about somebody's testimony, you don't rush it at all. Oh, this is Mr. Vincent. Can you imagine? He worked in the bank for 9 good years. 9 years. Can you imagine? I want one of you to guess how many times they promoted him in 9 years. Let the crowd guess. Someone will say 5, someone will say 3, someone will say no. He was promoted just once. Can you imagine? Is it fair? Ask them. They say no, it's not fair. While you are saying that, you are making them to remember if they've been working in a place for some years and they've not been promoted. Are you following? Say 9 years. But guess what? He joined our business, started using our system. 6 months of being a member of our business, he resigned from First Bank. Look at his picture. When he resigned, he knelt down. He said, God, thank you. If you're here, you may be a professional, you may be a banker, you're wearing suit and tie, but you are not fulfilled in what you're doing. Even if you may be making a lot of money, but you're stressed out while you're doing it. What am I doing? I'm sharing the story. I'm painting the picture. I'm making them see themselves in Mr. Vincent's shoes, and then our business as a solution. You don't rush testimonies. I'm not saying you should overdrag it, but take your time and tell the story properly. Are you following? And guess what? He resigned. He bought his first car. You can see this Mercedes-Benz, very lovely car. But I want you to tell me, how did a very busy banker run our business and succeed? What did he do? How was he able to do that? They'll say, we don't know. I say he used our system. You can use our system and you can succeed. So if you're here and you are very busy, you can use our system. Are you following? So I'm telling the story. I show his first car, the gray one. I show the second car, the white one. Then I show the power bike. I say someone that has school feet problem will not be driving power bike. He's living his dreams. So what are you doing? I'm selling the story for them. So when you do the close down, it's easier for you to do that. Do we understand? Also, if you're a presenter, share your own, a little of your own story as well. That's why I say you must have your own 1 or 2 alerts and all. Even if you don't have, it's fine. But that storytelling is extremely important. So don't be lazy when you do close down. Don't give up easily when you do close down. Stay on it, dwell on it, keep on talking. You do your first call. Nobody stands up. You now say, okay, no problem. Okay, there's problem. Akwe problem. Okay, there's problem. You must keep on talking and talking and talking until people join. People want to be convinced. Our job is to convince them. Do we understand that? If you're a presenter, if you're in JJC, your job is not to convince anybody, okay? If you're new, no, that's our work. I hope, okay, we understand that I'll be good. I don't know why that's not even part of my training, but that is for somebody. I'm sure this thing I just said has helped somebody's presentation go to the next higher level, okay? So now I said we schedule those who didn't attend immediately for the next day's presentation and all that. I said we shouldn't sleep until you have at least 15 people attending presentation. I said whatever it takes. I said ensure that they attend QSG. I said if you are doing QSG, you must do QSG with the whiteboard. Laura, please bring my board for me. I said if you are doing QSG, you must do QSG with the whiteboard. Any QSG you are doing that doesn't have a board that's not a QSG. That's just a motivational speaking class. Okay, thank you. So this is an example of the whiteboard. And if you're here and you run your business from an office and your leader doesn't have board in the office, go and tell your leader. No, leave it. Tell your leader, Ambassador Ronke said we are supposed to have board in this office. Then when we started, bring marker for me, marker Laura. Then when we started the business, we didn't have slides. We didn't have anything. All we're doing is things. We used to just draw the circles for people. We didn't have presentation slides. We just used to have a whiteboard in Suite 8, Shalom Plaza then. And it's that whiteboard we use. Thank you. It's the whiteboard we use and we draw the circles for people. It's the whiteboard we use and explain the business. So if you are doing QSG, please use this. That's where you get more codes. The difference between a team that is growing, most times, if 2 sets of teams do presentation, right? And they all get 10 sign-ups. 10 people pay for 49,990 here in team A, and team B, 10 people pay for 49,990. In the next 1, 2, 3 weeks, what will differentiate team A and team B are the people that do proper QSG. That's what will differentiate them. Are you following? The people that do QSG and they draw circles. You cannot do QSG with only slides. You can't explain that matching bonus improperly with only slides. So possible, it's not possible. You must do what? You must draw on the board. Draw the circles. Use 3 people as an example. Show them how one person pays for one account. They register 8 people. This is how much they will earn. They will only get matching bonus 4 times. I don't know if you guys are seeing my board very well. Okay? I don't know if you guys can see my board. Wait, let me stop share. Because this part is very important. Okay, good. You can see my board, good. So you explain to them how somebody pays for one account, they get matching bonus just 4 times, right? And then you use the names in the meeting. You what's your name, sir? Samuel. Okay, so let's say this is Samuel. You paid 49,990. You registered 8 people. You got paid 4 times. You draw the circles how they get paid. You say, okay, the next person, Mohammed. Okay, what's your name, Mohammed? Okay, so let's say this is Mohammed. He joined the business, but he did 3 accounts, 149,990. Someone say, what is QSG? The blood of Jesus. Hey, QSG is quick starter guide training, my darling. It's not your fault, it's your leader's fault. QSG is quick starter guide training. That's the first training you get when you join the business, okay? That's the first training you get when you join the business. So I thank you for asking that question. You are very bold. Some people, they don't know it, but they don't ask. So that's the first training you get, okay? So you tell them, somebody pays for 3 accounts, one for that, that's 990, right? They get matching bonus 8 times with their 3 accounts. And then let me now say, we have Tosi. This is Tosi. Tosi pays for 7 accounts. She does the Technovas package. And guess what? Tosi makes a total of matching bonus 17 times. This is my board. This is actually the board for my inner office. I have board in my hall. So I have 2 boards. This one is for my inner office. When I want to do in-house presentation, that's why I can see the board is small. But if you have a proper board, it's bigger. That proper board, you can do show the other ones, right? You now tell them, okay, guess what? Out of these 3 people, who works the hardest? Samuel got paid 4 times matching bonus, which is 1 account. Mohammed got paid 8 times. Tosi got paid 17 times. They will tell you that, oh, Samuel works the hardest. Some people will say it's Tosi. But you tell them, no, they all worked the same. They all brought in the same number of people. But guess what? Because somebody has just 1 account, they did not make much money. Somebody has 3 accounts, they made more. Somebody has 7 accounts, they made more. Somebody has 15 accounts, 31 accounts, they made more. You must draw the circles like this, put their name on the board. This is how they understand QSG. This is how they understand the power of multiple accounts. Because it is not unfair that somebody can afford to do 15 accounts, 31 accounts, and you allow them to do 1 account or 3 accounts. It doesn't make any sense at all. You say, but Ambassador, I don't know if they have money. If they don't have money, that's why they need to upgrade. That's why they need to upgrade, so they can actually maximize from our compensation plan, so that they will not be working, because 1 account, you are working like an elephant and you are eating like an ant. That's what happens. How can you do 36 codes on 1 account or on 3 accounts? It doesn't make any sense. You lose a lot of money. And the most painful part is that one of those people can be the next leader in the future. One of those people may become Amazon ambassadors, may become 2 former club members, and they will eventually blow. And then you go and put 2 leaders on 1 leg, you've lost money for life. You can't recover. Do you understand? So do the QSG properly, leaders. If you are in an office and you people don't have boards inside that office, they say where there is no seed, where there is no law, there is no seed. You can be forgiven, no problem. Maybe you did not know. Now you know. There must be a board. You must do QSG, because after we've gotten the first payments and all that, it is the QSG that will now make them understand the business. And QSG is not another presentation. Maybe the next this thing I'll do for you guys, the next presenters training I'll do it maybe in the next 2 weeks or 1 week. I'll teach you guys these things. You know, QSG is not presentation. You are teaching them the system, how to invite and all. You are showing them the bigger picture. You show them a bit of the products, and then you show them what? The multiple accounts. Those are the things you do in QSG. Stories, videos, just things that make them excited, make them understand the business. Do you understand that? Awesome. The thing I came here to teach people, I'm not teaching people. I'm teaching you a totally different thing from what they sent me to come and do. So I don't know. I hope we're learning something, Sha. You know, they always say follow the spirit. So I have an agenda for today. I have my slides, but I've just been teaching you guys different things. But I think these things are important as well, okay? Because some of you wonder why you're not. If I let me tell you the truth, do you know that there are some teams they don't present as much as we do. They are not as good as us when it comes to presentation. But one thing they know how to do, guys, is that they know how to do what they call it. They know how to do QSG. They know how to do QSG. They know how to milk the QSG and get people to upgrade. And once somebody upgrades, let me tell you something. Why is it important for somebody to upgrade? I've said it before, but I'm going to say it because we have new people. Number one, they are going to make more money. Do you understand? Number one, they are going to make more money. I've told you guys. Let me even tell you guys. What is my biggest regret in the business today? I want somebody to go to the comments and tell me. Let me know those who have been here for a while. What is my biggest regret in our business? The thing I regret the most in this business. Someone should go to the comments and let me know. Guys, quick. We don't have time. We just have about 20 minutes more. What is my biggest regret in our business? Not upgrading when I was told. Was I even told, Seth? I was told too much. Not upgrading on time. Thank you. Who is this? Chidubem. Thank you, Chimes. Angel, yes. Sokoto team, yes. That I lost. I did not lose anything. I did not upgrade. Not starting with multiple accounts. Yes, that is it. That's my biggest regret up to today. Do you understand? So that's the first reason why people must upgrade. Number one, so they can have multiple accounts and so they can make more money. Number two, so they can get more products. Number three, so that they will take the business serious. I've shared the story of Elijah that he said that when he first of all joined the business, he paid for, I think, one account or so. Then he went for QSG. After QSG, he upgraded his account. And they had told him that his phone is his money. There's money in his phone. After upgrading his account to 7 accounts, guess what? They stole his phone in the hospital where he was working. He went on call, came back, they stole his phone. When they stole his phone, he was like, Jesus. They've told him that his money is inside his phone. No, his contacts are his money. Now they have stolen his phone. What will he do? He said that he would have quit the business. If not that he remembered that he paid for multiple accounts, then 7 accounts was the highest. If not that he paid for 7 accounts, he would have quit the business. He said, okay, when you got me up, like, oh yeah, oh boss, so they stole my phone. No, I don't have contacts again. What do I do? And then his upline told him, okay, it's very simple. What you're going to do is, excuse me, you're going to go and share questionnaire, or you're going to use radio. You're going to go into cold market. Then pending when you can get your contacts back and all that. That was how it started. And Elijah is one of the leaders, the G8 members of La Buena Vida today, one of the strong members of La Buena Vida. Imagine if he had quit. If he had done 1 account, he told me himself, this is not gist, he told me, Ronke, if I had done 1 account, I'd have quit. Because he would have seen it as, I joined a business, I lost my phone. Maybe it's God that doesn't want me to do the business. So he would have quit. But because he had done multiple accounts, said, this money I put in this business, I must see the end of it. So you are doing somebody a disservice when you don't make them do multiple accounts. You are doing somebody a disservice when you don't make them do multiple accounts. You are doing them a very, very big disservice. Do you understand? So that is it, okay? I hope that we learned something. I hope we've learned something. So those are the reasons why somebody must do their multiple accounts. Okay, awesome. Let me see. So now the goal for this month is for us to do our 36 codes. God help me to do what I want to do today. Oh God. Good. So the goal for this month is for everybody to make sure that they do their 36 codes. 36 codes. Become a wealth connector. Some of you stop looking at 36 codes. Look at Elite Wealth Connector. I said Elite Wealth Connector. Senior Wealth Connector. That's, you have 2 Wealth Connectors under you. Some of you at your level, you should not even be doing 36 codes. You should be doing Wealth Connector times 2. Senior Wealth Connector. Have 2 people under you doing Wealth Connector. That's what you should be doing. Or sorry, Wealth Connector. Have 5 people under you doing becoming what? Wealth Connectors. And how do you do it? Very simple. It's having, if you have 3 people with 15 accounts in your team, you've done it already. Are we following? You've done it and you've done more. Or 2 with 15 accounts and then 1 6 accounts. Okay, it can be 36 people with 1 account. It can be 5 people with 7 accounts with an additional 1. It can be 12 people with 3 accounts, 18 with 2 accounts, 36 with 1 account, or 7 people with 5 accounts. We are so excited now that Alliance has allowed us to do a 2.0 49,090 in 5 places. That is so good because it gives somebody instant income, a new person that just joined. So encourage our 5 accounts like crazy. And even when you're drawing the circles, someone says, oh, they want to upgrade, they don't have money. Encourage them to do at least 5 accounts. 5 over 15, 5 over 31. Just encourage them to do at least, even if they don't have, at least 5. So you can structure it properly. And with the new structuring, it's easier to arrange it. Do we understand that? Awesome. Okay. I said also, if you did 43 codes last month, this month you must do more than 43, 43, 45, 46, 60. God forbid that you did 43 codes last month and then this month comes, you don't do it. No. And like I was telling some of the one of my leaders the other day, I said, first for this challenge, 1st of July, I see 1st of July, 1st of August is the cutoff for those who are doing the month of July challenge. So what are you going to do? Make sure that I told I said between, I'm going to log into your DTTs. I'm going to spool from 1st of June to 1st of August. I must see at least a minimum of 86 codes there. Anything less and you will not qualify. So that's why I said let them give priority for the encoding and all that. Okay, let me just jump right into it. Okay, so 6 basic things to do to ensure that you become a wealth connector in July. Number 1, I always say decide, do the activities, follow up, monitor your daily activities. Okay, Very important. Celebrate your success along the way. You got your first sign up, celebrate it. Your PPS shoots out, celebrate it. On your various groups, don't wait for someone to be a Kingsman. Once their PPS are shut out, celebrate them. Congrats to you, Chinedu. Your PPS are shut out. Oh, you are now an activator. Oh, congrats to Mohammed. Mohammed, you helped Chinedu's PPS shoot out. Oh, congrats to Biola. You know, be doing little things and then carry your team along. Do we understand that? Awesome. Okay. So now, how do we get results? That's the last thing I want to talk about today. Okay. How do we get results? And this is an excerpt from our book of the month. Okay, next week I'm going to tell us our book for August. Next week I'm going to share with us our book for August. But let me also add this so that we don't forget. The Get 4 promo. I don't want us to forget. Okay, the Get 4 promo. Let us not forget, between July 12th to August 11th. Some of you are leaving money on the table. Right? You must be strategic in your recruit. As you're recruiting, be strategic in the period that you're doing the registrations. Let it fit into the Get promo so you can get money. Alliance says if you register 4 people that have neovas, you sponsor them personally, you get extra 20K. So apart from the 30K you get from them for direct bonus, you get extra 20K. Why have you leave the 20K on the table? Why? You register 4 people that have 10 novas between July 12th to August 11th, you're going to get an extra 50K. Some of you are doing it. Why don't you chop the money? You register 4 people that have Digiverse between July 12th to August 11th. I mean, you're going to get extra 120K. Why don't you collect this money? And then you register 4 people with the Megaverse. Apart from the 150K that you get, you're going to get an extra 300,000 from the company. They pay it to you on the 15th of the following month. Why are you leaving this money on the table? So please, let us use this Get 3 promo. I say Get 3 promo. I'm so sorry. Let's use this Get 4 promo and maximize fully. Okay. Awesome. I hope we screenshot. If you did not screenshot, don't worry. We'll share it with you guys on the various group chats so that you can actually use it. Okay. So now, how do we get results? Talking from the mental point, how do we get results? Okay. Before I share this with you, I missed somebody's I missed somebody's names. Some Max Club members, I forgot to call them. Let me just call them quickly. We have Elder Sam Okon. We have Mrs. Atim Okon. We have Ijoma Ibezimako. We have Ifeyiwa Osage. We have Flora Isawode Obewo. We have Jeremiah Marvin. We have Gabe Adimora. We have Elizabeth Adimora. We have Michael Okoye. Okay, so sorry I forgot your names. The Okons, Ebezimako, Osage, Obewo, Jeremiah, Adimora, and Okoye. Sorry I forgot to call your names. Okay, so I said let me just mention this so that the leader will not shoot me with a gun. Okay, so let's continue. So how do we get results? Okay, first of all, the book teaches us that it comes from our thoughts first. Our thoughts, whatever we think, affects our feelings. Our feelings. Oh my God, another one. Our thoughts affect our feelings. Our feelings affect us. Okay, Tina, I've seen it. Don't worry, I'm going to call it. Our thoughts affect our feelings affect our actions, and our actions ultimately affect our results. We got this from the book. So when I was preparing for this meeting, I was thinking about, I said, okay, our thoughts are extremely important. So it means that for us to get good results, where do we start from? I'm asking you guys, answer me in the comment section. If we want to get good results, where do we start from? Somebody please help me. If our thoughts affect feelings, feelings affect action, action affects thoughts. If we want to get good results from the business, where exactly do we start from? Thank you. Our minds, our thoughts, our subconscious, our mindset, very important. That is where it starts from. You know, before we used to think, for me to get good results, let me go and prospect, invite, follow up, presenting, and you're not getting results. Why? Because your mindset is wrong. From this book, your mindset, your thought, what are you thinking about? Are you thinking about failure? Are you thinking about quitting? Are you thinking about giving up? Are you thinking about, oh, it cannot be me? Oh, this is not for me. Oh, I cannot make it. If you're having all those thoughts, if you want, go and prospect Buhari, go and prospect United Nations, go and prospect the whole world. You still will not get much result. Why? Because your mindset is what? Wrong. Your mindset is wrong. And one of the things that helped me is I realized that, okay, rejection can affect your mindset. Rejection from teammates, rejection from prospects. Prospects, oh, I'm going to join, they don't join, I'm going to do this. But you need to understand, what helped me to understand is that in any other thing I would have done, I would have still be getting rejection. If, for example, okay, some of you have said you like this, my red hair. If, for example, I'm selling this red hair, right? I'm selling wig, red, brown, different colors of wig. Guess what? I will still get rejection, which will still affect my thoughts. I'm going to teach you how to deal with it. Don't worry. Are you following? If I'm selling this hair, I will still get rejection. If I'm selling jewelry, let's say I'm selling gold rings, silver rings, and all, I will still get rejected. If I'm selling food, I will still get rejected. If I'm an engineer, I will still face rejections. You apply for jobs you may not get. If I'm a lawyer, anything you do, rejection will still be there. So guess what? You need to start working on it and not affecting your thoughts. Are you following? You may get rejection from teammates. You do a lot, sacrifice a lot for your teammates, sacrifice. Me, it has happened to me. I will sacrifice, and in my mind, I'm giving my all. One day I went to the bank. One day when we're having all this trip challenge and all that, I went to the bank. I had savings in my UBA account, 22 million savings. The whole 22 million, I sent it to Chiamaka, the lady doing that used to do our tours for us. My husband thought I was mad. As in, he said, Ronke, why are you sacrificing? You're not thinking. I said, baby, don't worry. You don't understand. I said, don't worry. He said, it's too much. It's too, I said, what is all this? Can't you do a cheaper package? Can't you? I said, no. He said, you've been saving. I said, I know. You sacrifice everything for people. And after everything, they will still come and they will not appreciate you. After everything, they'll say, your own is too much. They'll say, I'm going to quit. They'll say this, a lot of things. Or they'll say, you talk all sorts of things. You get rejection from team prospects. After they join you, you still get rejection from teammates. It's normal. Sometimes it affects your thoughts. So that will make you come and say, are you sure I should even still be doing this thing? Are you sure I should even still be sacrificing for these people? Are you sure I should help them? Guess what? What do? You are having issues with your teammates and all that. Get new set of teammates. Work with new set of people. Your leaders are giving you wahala. Work with new set of people. That's why I love this business. Imagine if they had said, your first set of 10 downlines, you cannot recruit anybody again personally, only their own downlines. Where we have started from? You get a fresh set of teammates you work with. You work with new people. Get results with them. Begin to work with them. There's no time. Don't stress yourself. Once you do that, you start feeling good. You're working with a new set of people. They're giving you results. They're following your instructions. You start feeling good. As you are feeling good, your actions will begin to improve again, and then you start getting more results. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. Quitting is not the solution. I met somebody the other day, I think about a month ago now, and she came and met me. Said, Ronke, how are you doing? I was looking at her like, I remembered her face, but I didn't really remember her name. And I said, don't you remember me? I joined the business then, but then I quit to go and face my job. I quit to go and face my job. My office then, they were paying me when I went to face them, blah, blah, blah. But now, I'm no longer working there again. They've sacked me. And I looked at her. In my mind, I did not say it now. I didn't say it to her, but in my mind, I said, if you had used that same energy, because I asked how much are they paying, and she told me, I'm like, oh my God. I said, if you had used that same energy to face, because she joined us about a year or 2 years after we started, so we're still upcoming then. We're still upcoming. I said, if you had used that energy, you used to go and be following your job. Because that time, job, come for meeting, job, my career, my work, my this, my that. Oh yeah, now, some years later, you are back from square one. You are back to doing QSG. You are starting afresh. Those who came after you are doing better than you. So quitting is never this thing. It's never the solution. Just work on your thoughts. How do we work on our thoughts and our feelings and our actions and results? I'm going to show you. What are the things that program us? First of all, what affects our thoughts and our feelings and actions and all that? It is our programming, right? It's actually our programming that affects it. And what are 3 things that program us? Number 1, we are programmed by verbal programming. What did you hear when you were growing up? What did you hear? Did some of you hear that women are supposed to be in the other room? Women are not supposed to make money. Some of that's why you feel like, oh, you grow. You're supposed to have a team of over 1,000 people, but then you find yourself shrinking because your mental file is telling you that women are not supposed to be rich. Verbal programming. Or some of you are a man and they told you that where we are from, we don't used to make money. That is that. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's something I heard. They said some people, they tell them that some people are supposed to be rich while some people are supposed to be poor. So if you are born poor and you're not, and you realize you're not poor, you are not rich, you are poor, it means that you are among those who are supposed to be poor. So just be trying to collect from those who are supposed to be rich. Some people in Nigeria have that mentality. Do you know what that mentality will do for you? You can't work. You can't strive. You can't hustle very well. You cannot dream big. You cannot dream of making 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. Why? Because in your mind, something has told you from when you were small, your program, your parents, your family, have told you that only a set of people are supposed to be rich. And that is a lie from the devil. Anybody can make it. Are you following? Verbal programming. That's one thing that's messed a lot of us up. Verbal programming. The second thing that program what is what? Modeling. Modeling. So this one is not what you heard. What did you see growing up? What did you see growing up? What were you seeing? What were you seeing? What were you seeing? Me, like I said, I saw my parents being extremely generous. That's what I saw. My parents were very hardworking. That's why I'm a hardworking person, because I saw hard work. I have very hardworking parents, but they were very generous. My dad and my mom, they can give everything they have. Hey God, they can have 10K today, they will give you 10K. Somebody will come with problem, they'll give you 10K. They will give, oh, and then they may not have again. So what did I see? I felt, okay, money should be spent, and they will spend too, give and spend, no savings. They did everything for us, sent us to the best schools, everything, there were no savings. So for me, I felt like I'm supposed to, when I have money, I will give and I will spend. Give and spend, give and spend. That's what I saw. They never told me, Ronke, be giving and spending. They never told me that, but they modeled it for me. That's why some of you that are here, you need to be saving so that your children will see you saving. You need to be working hard so your children will see you working hard, because they don't do what you tell them to, they do what they see you doing. Sometimes I see my daughter, so I'm like, why does my daughter like pressing phone? Why is she always pressing phone? Now, wow, she's just 2, she's pressing phone. I now remember, because me too, I'm always pressing phone. That's what she's seeing. The other day, she went to took my perfume, told my nanny, gave my nanny to spray her perfume. 2-year-old though. She was crying. They just spray, do like this, just spray. Once they sprayed her the perfume, she was happy, and she went back. She went to drop the perfume. Modeling. What did you see growing up? What did you see growing up? These are things that affect us. Did you see people that say, "Oh, rich people, they are wicked. They are doing ritual. They are doing this." What did you see growing up? And then the third thing is what? Specific experiences. This is the third thing that I learned from that guy. T-Have Eka, God to bless that guy for us. Specific what? Specific experiences. What did you experience growing up? What did you experience? I had a lot of experiences, a lot of experiences from not having rent sometimes to school fees. I had some experiences using, there were times that we used candle then. Just there are some experiences that you have, and it can either make you or break you. It can make you feel like, okay, maybe I'm not supposed to be rich because of this. Maybe no. But you can change all that. Now, how do you change all of that? By reprogramming your mind. By what? Reprogramming. Somebody say, if you are rich, you will not make heaven. Yeah, so I've heard people say that kind of thing. You even hear somebody saying, they'll quote the scripture that says, where Jesus said, it is easier for a rich, it's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle, but than a rich man to enter heaven. And people will be quoting it and they are feeling proud. No, it's not, it doesn't work that way. Because even God says he came and became poor so that we may be rich. He says the wish is for us to be wealthy. I see, God's plan is for us to be wealthy. It's not for us to be poor. So don't let anybody brainwash you. And guess what? You can do a lot of good when you have money. See the Feed the Family project. If we needed food, we go and be feeding different families. No. I was telling the Abuja team on Wednesday during our home advantage training. I told them that by, I think, by September or so, we are going to do what we call the We Care project. Next week, I'll show you guys what We Care project is. Remind me next week. There's no time today. We are going to do a We Care project where I saw 247 doing it, where we go to a hospital in Abuja, a poor hospital, and we go and pay their hospital bills. People that don't have food, people that don't have money for their hospital bill, maybe they had a cesarean section or something, and nobody can pay their bill, or they are sick and they don't have money for that. We'll pay the hospital bill for them. If we do not have money, will we be able to go and pay hospital bill? Imagine if I cannot pay for my hospital bill. No. T-Have Eka says, oh God, he says, the best thing you can do for poor people is for you not to join them, for you to leave them, for you to be rich. That's the best thing you can, so you can help them. So you must reprogram what? Your mind. And how do you reprogram your mind? Number one, watch what you hear and what you say. Watch what you hear and what you say. That is the first way. Thank you. Somebody has cleared. I wanted to say it, but I said it just before. The eye of the needle is the name of a gate in Jerusalem as at then. I wanted to say, but I wasn't sure. But thank you, Ogo, for clearing it for me. The eye of a needle. You know how they said it's easier for a rich man, for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to. The eye of a needle is actually the name of a gate in Jerusalem. So God did not mean needle, real needle. Okay, thank you for that, Ogo. Now, watch what you say, watch what you hear. Who is advising you? Who is advising you? And back then, they used to tell me, Ronke, leave this network marketing and go and get a real job. A real job. Hey, God. What is real job? What is real? What is fake? Which one is real? Which one is fake? For me, everybody says anything your hand finds to do, do it well. He did not say any job your hand finds to do. Say anything your hand finds to do. This our business is a thing that we have found to do. We are going to do it well. Watch what you hear. Who is advising you? And sometimes those advice makes sense. It makes common sense. Nobody has gotten rich by common sense. But guess what? If in 2, 3, 4 years, you will now be regretting taking that advice, or you'll be rejoicing for not taking that advice. Listen to motivational videos. Attend sales meetings every day. When we say read a book, read a book. Those things will help to reprogram your mind. What are you saying? Don't say anything negative. Don't say, oh, my downlines are not working. My downlines are not. No. Be careful what you say. Even me, I have to work on this too. Be careful, because when we say things, we're programming. We're programming. Who do we listen to? I've said it already. Watch who you listen to. This will help you reprogram your mind. You have a friend that is always discouraging you. Why are you going to hang out with them every Friday night? Why? They refuse to join your business. They refuse to buy your product. Okay, let them even be buying products for maintenance. They refuse. Oh yeah, let them buy energy bracelet. They refuse. Let them buy pendants. They refuse. They refuse to do anything for you, and you are hanging out with them, and you are listening to them. Why? Who are you? Who are you listening to? This is so important. That's why me every day I'm listening to gospel music. I'm listening to motivational videos. I'm reading, because I need to work on my mind. Then the next one is what? Take action and form new success experiences. Do you understand that? Take action. If you listen to all the motivational videos in the world, watch all the, listen to all the books, read all the books, attend all the sales meetings, and you are not inviting, you are not prospecting, you are not training, you are not following up. Hello, hello, hello. Nothing for you. Nothing for you. Okay? So guess what? You must take action so that you can form new experiences with the action that you are taking. Okay? Awesome. So that the things that you need to do. So I'm going to call it a day right now. Please remember what I said. Remember what I said. Inviting, prospecting, following up. Inviting, prospecting, following up. Inviting, prospecting, following up. Attending meetings and all that. Okay? Well done to you guys that stayed here to the end. I know I took more time than necessary, but no, it's necessary. More time than expected, but it was very necessary. And I'm sure we've learned a lot of things today that have really changed our mindset. Please, the goal for these next 7 days. Today is the 25th. We have 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. That is what? 7 full days. The goal is, how do you hit your wealth connector these 7 days? How do you become a 2-comma club these 7 days? God forbid you end the month and you end only 800,000. It doesn't make sense. What happens to the remaining 200,000? Or you end 900K. What happens to the remaining 100K to make you a monthly millionaire? Doesn't make sense. Or you earn 400K, you earn 450K. What happened to the remaining 50K that will make you 500K? Some of you, there is greatness within you. You're supposed to be great. Push yourself. Push yourself. If you have made 500K before from business, you can make it again and you can make more. If you have made 1 million from this, you can make it again, you can make more. Just re-strategize. Don't be discouraged. Don't let anything discourage you guys. I beg you. Do the activities, okay? So that you can be celebrated come 8th of August when we have our award. So please attend sales meeting tomorrow. Tomorrow's sales meeting, we're going to be talking about eagles versus chickens. It's going to be a very interesting sales meeting. So please attend sales meeting tomorrow. Attend sales meeting on Wednesday, attend on Thursday, and then attend your breakaway on Friday. Very important, because that Friday, numbers is what's going to tell us how many we're going to have on Monday. Remember, on Monday we need to be 1,000 on Monday. Today we're about 730 at the highest count, 730. Okay, that's not bad. But on Monday we need to be 1,000. For 1,000, we may do a little giveaway and all that. Okay, so maybe for those who invited the most and all of that, we'll work something out. But we need to be 1,000 on Monday. Okay. All right, guys. Bye. I love you very much. God bless you. I don't know if I should post this recording. Maybe I should.